everybody, it's Tokkuri Yashi. How is everybody doing? Today we're going to have a look at part 2 of our beginner's guide, and in this video we're going to have a look at free-to-play characters that are easily accessible for newer players, 1-star, 2-star characters that everyone will get just from doing their summons, and characters that have got shards available in some of the shops. Some of these characters are still very good today, but which ones do we want to prioritize whilst our resources are a little bit sparse, which will help us to progress throughout the game? So first of all, let's go in and have a look at some characters, just to have a look at how we can level them up. What do I mean by leveling them up? So first of all, every character has these pieces of equipment here which level up their rank. Currently we're at rank 37.3. I haven't fully ranked all my characters just yet. These pieces of equipment come from the main quests. Then we have got character level here. Now, character level cannot be any higher than your player level. It's your player level that is being leveled up when you are getting experience, and then the higher the player level, the higher you can rank up your characters' individual levels. Currently level cap for characters is 343. Some characters can be limit broken here, either using these rings or by using shards of their own and some mana. If characters have 40 shards, some of them are 40 shards, I'd advise just getting the shards. Save the rings for the characters that need 120 shards to limit break them if you're going to limit break some of those. Then we've just got character skills here. This just tells us what to do. Some characters have ascensions, get to 6-star here, like Ray has got a 6-star. And for this we're going to need the very hard shards. These come from the very hard mode in main quest. Some of the normal shards here, the hard shards from the hard shards levels, the hard main quest, and some of these Princess Orb, and that's the Temple Trek. And these are going to be very hard to come by. I'd advise trying to grind out as many of these as you can to start with. The more of these you've got, the more 6-star characters you can get, which makes them stronger. Then other characters have got unique equipment, and some have unique equipment too. Most characters, not all, have unique equipment. For these you need these Princess Hearts and some of their own shards to put them on. If they're a recommended character, definitely get unique equipment on them, and the unique equipment too. These are the very hard shards, again from the very hard mode. To get them to 6-star and to put on a unique equipment too, you're going to need 100 of those very hard shards, 50 to 6-star, 50 to put on the unique equipment too, and then you're going to need a few more to rank up the star level of them as well. So you need quite a few of them. Then we've got EX equipment. This is from the adventure mode that we saw in our first video. There are several different levels of these as well, so it helps if you can read what they do, but try and get them on normal and clan battle equips. Will make your character stronger. Maybe that's a guide in itself for another day. Bond ranking down here. This takes cakes. You feed them lots of cakes. Cakes could become a little bit scarce to start with as well. Building up bond ranks there gives you extra skills on your character. Now I will mention a feature that has been added recently, I say recently, a year and a half ago, which allows us to rank up all of our characters to the same strength as our top 20. So only build 20 characters. Focus on 20 characters, build them, and then you can come in here and you can rank everybody up for free to that rank. You've got the rank up button down here. You click on here and you select what rank you want them to go to, which would likely be the highest rank you can get. And then here is to optimize them. There are a few tick boxes in here. You might want to take the ores off to start with if you don't want to waste the ores. The ores are used basically to replace a piece of equipment that you don't have. They can be substituted for that. And I would also take off max refine on equipment to start up with. I wouldn't advise refining the equipment straight away, not until you're at level cap, or until your mana is at a level where you're not worrying about it anymore, because that will waste mana. Refining equipment's there, so I would take that one off. I can just quickly show, we're on Christina, refining equipment. He's putting the stars on these pieces of equipment here, and these are what the ores can substitute for, so that's where ores can be valuable. So jumping in here and doing that, only build the 20 characters. It is going to save you EXP pots and it's going to save you mana, so figuring out how this, because I've got another video on this when it first came out, but hopefully that shows how this works. If I wanted to set this to 37.3, yeah, you can see then the characters become available. You can auto select at the top, that picks the first 20 of them, and this shows you down here what resources you're actually going to be using. It's not going to cost me anything at the moment to do that. Anyway, that is a look at what we mean by leveling up and ranking up our characters. So first of all, now we're going to quickly go and have a look at some of the shops. There are a lot of characters that are available to buy their shards in some of these shops. First of all, we're going to have a look here at the dungeon shop. Now you're going to get this currency from taking on dungeons. This is why we do a dungeon every day, to get the dungeon shards. And there are quite a few different characters in here by now. So which characters are we going to prioritize out of here with this currency? So first of all, the first character I would definitely prioritize out of here is Yukari. You should have Yukari. She's only a 2-star character. Build Yukari. She will definitely help you get her to 6-star, get a unique equipment on her. Could even be used as a tank, even though she's more of a sub-tank. She's a TP battery. She's got healing. Very good, even used today. So Yukari, #1 priority. Other characters that I might advise going for are Nozomi here. She'll work as a very good tank. She's a 3-star character, so you might not have her. But if you get 145 shards from here, you'll be able to build her and get her anyway. And then you can build her with more shards from here. Maho is another character that I would advise to start off with. She'll be very helpful for Fire Magical teams. Although I will say Fire Magical is quite a premium team. We'll look at characters, premium characters, in a separate video for filling out the rest of these teams. PvP in here. If you want characters for PvP, Matsuri is one to go for, and so is Ayumi. Both of these are very good for PvP. And then potentially Carol here. Carol's a big fan favourite, so she might work in PvP too as a DPS, and she's got a few other traits that are very good for PvP. So that's the dungeon shop. Those are the characters I would prioritise out of here. In the arena shop, and this is for taking part in PvP arena, you will get these arena currency. Summer Yui, I would definitely prioritise in here as a character to go for. The other one I would go for is Reno. She will be very good for PvP, and you can maybe use her getting through the main quest as well. Monica used to have a lot more value as a 6-star. Now we've got Theo in the Prefest banner, who has more or less taken a role as a speed buffer on a win team. But if you don't have Theo, Monica can take that role and will help you out at the beginning. And who else do we have in here? Potentially Worker Aoi, I think, will be the last selection that I would have in here. Good defense down, physical defense down for a fire physical team. Still even used today in some of the most difficult content. So those are 4 characters I would prioritise in the arena shop. In the Princess Arena shop, Summer Chica is one character that I would recommend that you work on as a priority in here. And I will probably say Miyako. She will be another tank. For Princess Arena, you're going to need 3 tanks anyway. Put up your defense and to build teams. So Miyako is another tank character that would be very good to start with. Maybe Anna as a DPS, magical DPS in there, could potentially be used. And Suzuna's a very good single target DPS for a light physical team. Maybe they will be after priorities. Smoothie 2 is PvP. So there we go. That is priorities from these shard shops here. If you get these currencies, you can build these characters if you don't have them. You can use these shards to then level them up, level up unique equipments for them, and they will help you along the way as you go. So now we're going to have a look at 6-star character 6-star character priorities. So as a new player, you're going to have to work your way through these and beat these stages, so not all characters are going to be available straight away. So who are we going to prioritize as a 6-star? Maybe Carol, if you want to put her in PvP. But first character that I would really recommend is Reno, getting Reno to 6-star. Then after that, Yukari, we've mentioned it. Get these Yukari shards. Yukari should be a priority for 6-star. It's going to be the Princess Orbs that are the gate here to get into 6-star. So these are the characters that you should use the Princess Orbs on first. Reno, Yukari here. As you go through, Ray had fallen off a bit, but if you can get her 6-star, get your unique equipment and the unique equipment 2 on her, then that will be very good. Ray will definitely help you out now getting through the main quest and even in other areas. Then we would then prioritize all the way down to Nozomi. If you get Nozomi 6 star, like I said, you should already have her. Get her shards, build her. She'll be a very good tank option for you going forward. After that, potentially Jita here, 6 star Jita, a good DPS option on a light team. Monica again. If you have Theo, maybe Monica is not going to have as high a priority, but Monica will help you out. She's good for PvP. She's good speed for a wind team. A very high priority once you've got this far. Some of these shards you won't have straight away, but as you get to them, the next one I would advise here is this Summer Kokoro. She's very good, used even in endgame content today. Miyako 6 star will be very helpful as a tank once you can get up here. And then I'm going all the way June, another one to work on once you get here, a de facto tank for Fire Physical these days. Yumi in PvP, Christina's pre-fest. We'll talk about premium characters when we get there. And if you went for Anne, then get Anne 6 star for PvP. Who else? Going a long way. So it might take a while to get here. I wanted to get to Shiori, 6 star Shiori here. She is very, 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 very good. As soon as you get to 6 star Shiori, I would advise working on her, getting her to 6 star as a priority. And then we're nearly at the end. So by the time we get here, you should probably know what you're doing with the game. New Year's Ray here, another high priority, very good for PvP. Also going to help you in endgame content like Deep Quest. And then Ruka and Vampy also very good. But like I said, by the time you get here, you should know what you are doing. And finally, there are some free-to-play characters that you can grind out. So which ones would I advise going for first? First one I'm going to mention here is New Year's Muimi, a good PvP option. If you want to help in PvP, then grind out this New Year's Muimi. Then all the rest of them are actually on water teams. Summer Kokoro, I would target here as the first free-to-play character to try to grind out. And this New Year's Ray, also very, very good. Try to grind them out, build them up as high as they can. Some of them have got unique equipments here. Get those on them when you can. Another honourable mention is this Summer Kaori. She will help you as well get through some of the game, maybe not quite use quite so much in endgame, but that's what it seems to be for free-to-play characters. Most of them seem to be on the water team. So there we go. There are some recommendations of characters to work on. Start with to prioritise first of all. In the end, we want to build everybody, but as resources are a bit short, these are the characters that I would give them to first. We're going to look in our next video at premium characters, at where we're going to spend our jewels, and which pre-fest characters we want to be targeting. They're the ones that are mainly going to be filling out teams, especially for end game content. And if you get them as a new player, they will also very help you. And they will be then with these free-to-play characters and the premium characters, you should start to be able to be building some better teams, even some teams that might be able to take on end game content when you reach a high enough level. So that is Part 2 Beginner's Guide. I'm Tokkuri Yashi. Again, any questions in the comments are very welcome. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all again for another video. Bye 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 bye. Hey!